Let's see how we got this full thing. So first thing is chatbot and some icon is there, and that comes via this header. In this header, you have for that is this FA bug, right? Because of this, you got this one, and then chatbot is displayed. Okay, so this chatbot came because of this part of the code. And then chatbot, hi, welcome to chatbot, right? So this is coming because of this part of the code. Okay, and this came, and finally there is one input tag, and let's bring it here. So you have an input tag, and then you have a button. Okay, so that is coming because of this. There's an input tag, and then there is a button. There's a send button here. So this came because of this. Okay, and you have styles. The styles and all is with this class. Style is applied with the normal CSS. Okay, so it's not worry about the styles. Let's worry about the functionality alone. Now, if I get something here, hi, and if I click send, it is going to the back end and it is coming back. Now, how this is happening? Okay, so for this, right, send basically this form. This is a form, right? You have an input tag and a button. This form I am getting. I have to do DOM manipulation, right? First, I have to get this data. When I click this hi, right, I have to get this data. Send a request to the backend with this data hi, and get the reply from the backend. First, I have to get this data. What is that's the data, right? I have to get this data. For that, from the DOM only, I can get the data. So, what I'm doing, so for this form input area, right, this get function nothing but does a query selector. If you do form, right, it does root is nothing but document dot query selector, that particular selector. Okay, what is the selector you did here? So get now, this is nothing what this is nothing but document dot query selector and this one. So basically you have selected this form. So message form is this one, and messenger input is this input, and messenger chat is, so somewhere chat is there. Okay, the whole thing, this messenger chat. Okay, so you have the messenger chat also. Okay, so all the DOM elements I've got. So in JavaScript, right, basically dynamically this content is changed, right? Dynamically this content is changed. Hi is there, when I press something, right, dynamically the content is changed in the browser. To dynamically change the content in the browser through JavaScript, you have to change the DOM, right? You have to manipulate the DOM. So this is how you manipulate the DOM. First get this element. This element, right? This element, you have to get the element from the DOM, you can get the value. Let's see how that is happening. First of all, what I'm doing is for this form, right, I'm having a event listener submit. So whenever I click this button, this function is going to get called. Okay, and then for this input tag, right, from this input tag, if I click this messenger input dot value, I will get whatever value entered here. So what is messenger dot input? This is nothing but what get returned. What get returned? Document dot query selector. So document dot query selector is the way you manipulate the DOM. Okay, document refers to the browser DOM. Dot query selector, and if you are giving this, it will give you the element for this messenger input, which is nothing but your input tag. Okay, so messenger input is basically you get the DOM element. That messenger input dot value, if you put, you will get what value entered here. So you got the value. Once you got the value, first thing what you have to do? First thing you have to put the value here on the right hand side. Okay, so if you give some style to the HTML element, right, some specific style is called right, based on the style we can put it in the right hand side. Okay, so what I'm doing is, this is what I'm appending a message. So here it comes you and a date, right, appending a message and some picture. If you want, you can put that, and I'm passing where you have to put this is right. And what is the text? The DDD, the text. This message I am appending. I am calling this append function. Let's see what the append function is doing. Simple thing. Whatever data you passed, right? It is creating this HTML content. Simple. What this is saying, for complete HTML content should be in the right hand side. Right hyphen message. This side is right, right? That's what you passed here. Okay. And then name is you, some image, and whatever text is coming. So I'm putting the name. See, I'm putting the name and then the date, the time information alone. From the date I'm getting that, and then I'm putting the text. I'm creating an image. Now this one I have to add it to the complete chat box, right? This is a chat bot. So the to complete thing, right, is what is messenger chat. Inside where I'm adding, insert adjacent HTML. This is also a DOM function. Okay. So insert adjacent HTML now. To this it will insert. Where it will insert? Before end. Before end now. Before, there are 4 ways where you can insert a particular HTML element. Okay. You can insert before the end. Before the end now. Before the last div it will enter. It will put it. Okay. So where it will enter? Let's go to the messenger chat. Where is the messenger chat? This is the messenger chat where it ends here. So before end na, just before end it will put the, here it will put the HTML content. After end na, it will put the content after this here. Before begin na, before the begin it will put here. After begin na, before the begin na, before begin it will put here. After begin na, it will put after, yeah, begin here, right? After this here it will put. So based on that, so you are basically creating a message and appending to the chat box. And then the messenger chat, that scroll up, scroll top means like if you keep on entering, right, it has to scroll up, right? Right, see. Now it has to scroll up, right? That's what it is given here. So this is how this data is coming here. Now this is on the right hand side. Based on, if I'm putting right here, right? Based on the side, with the CSS style, we are putting in the right hand side. Now how you are getting this? So what is happening here is, first thing, from the DOM, from this DOM, you are getting the value and you have appended the message. Once you have appended the message, you will get this. And then bot response. Basically, you have to send this request to the backend and get a response. Okay, so this bot response function, right? Here you send the HTTP request. So this is a jQuery way of sending the HTTP request. This is how you send the message. So whatever text you have done, right, you are sending them through message, right? So this returns a promise. Dot done. Once you get the data, then this function will be called. In this function, I'm putting the raw text, and then I'm appending the message again. Now, what is the bot name here? Bot name is nothing but Chatbot, and it is appended to the left. Okay, here it will be, this side will be left. So if you want to put any dynamic content in the HTML, right, you have to use this dollar symbol and then this curly braces. That is how you can insert a variable value inside the HTML content. Okay. Now you send a response, get the response back, and append the message. Append it to your, where you are appending. You are appending where? You are appending to your message chat on the left hand side. That is how this is coming on the left hand side. Okay, that's it. Okay, I think all we have done. Okay, now you can use your basically you can use the CSS to come in the left hand side or right hand side, right? Based on this CSS, the CSS you can use this style, right hyphen message. Probably if we go to the CSS, there should be right hyphen message. Or a GST hyphen message. Here, see, flex direction rows reverse. So using this right hyphen message, think left hyphen message, you have some style. Okay, based on this, it is displayed in the left and right hand side. See the $get how it is working. Here to send a HTML request, you are using $get. Okay, and how this works is basically using we have already used the jQuery .js. Okay, and here you have not mentioned that our server, right, our server thing you have not mentioned. This is where it is running. While sending the HTTP request, we have not mentioned this URL. Okay, but our index.html itself, right, it is rendered from the server side. So from where it came, there it will send the HTTP request. To that machine, it will send the HTTP request, I believe.